Most creators waste weeks trying to figure out drones and they still end up with boring footage. I'll give you everything you need to know to make your first drone video in just 11 minutes. I've been flying drones for 3 years and making videos for 5. Now, if I was starting over from scratch, there are only 9 things I'd focus on. So 11 minutes starting now. Wait, what do you mean you started the time already? How the drone works. This is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. This is the gimbal. It holds the camera and keeps the video smooth. The arms have motors on the end that spin the propellers, allowing the drone to fly. There are obstacle sensors, lights, and a slot for a memory card, USB, and battery. Here's the power button. If your drone looks different, check the manual to see where everything is. This is what controls the drone. The left stick moves the drone up and down. It also turns the drone left and right. The right stick moves it forward, backward, left, and right. The easy way to remember this is the left stick can change the height of the drone, moving it up and down, and it can also change the direction the drone is facing, turning it left and right, while the right stick just moves it in any direction. Now this one controls the gimbal, tilting the camera up and down. You may be able to customize what the buttons do. Here are some settings that you can steal, and feel free to move them around and tweak them until you find what works for you. We'll cover camera settings in point 3 and some bonus ones in point 9. Don't worry, I got you. But before you take off, you need to understand laws and safety. The best thing you can do is just Google it. No, seriously. The laws vary so much by individual countries, I can't tell you exactly what they are. But here are the overarching principles. Stay away from airports and sensitive buildings. If you're flying DJI, the app may tell you where you should and should not be flying. But you still need to do your necessary research and double check before you take off. Typically, the heavier the drone is, the more restrictions you'll have. Drones like this one that are under 250 grams have less restrictions. Learn how your drone responds to signal loss. Depending on your drone, you can change its reactions in the settings. Do you want to just hover where it is, try to return to where you launched from, or try to land? Personally, return to home hasn't failed me yet. Scout where you're going to fly. Check for trees, power lines, radio towers, tall buildings, basically anything that the drone can crash into or that will block its signal. When the drone is in the air, keep it in your sight, use common sense, and please don't be a weirdo. Let's move on to the camera. Here are your camera settings. Turn on the grid and the overexposure warning. Then shoot in 4K at 30 frames per second. Set the drone to Pro mode and your color profile to either D-Log or decent-like, whatever log profile you have. If it's in the day, you can set your ISO to 100 and your shutter speed to 1/60. This is what gets you your natural looking motion blur. Then use ND filters to get the right exposure. Now you may need to bump your shutter speed up or down just a little bit to get the exposure right, but try to stay as close as you can to 1/60. You don't want the overexposure warning or the zebra marks on the screen. Anywhere that has those marks will be completely white. Now if you don't have ND filters, just set your shutter speed to auto. And if all of that sounded like gibberish and you're not doing this for professional work, just set the whole drone to auto and it'll try to get a good video for you. Don't even worry about it. The last thing you need to know before takeoff is how to plan. Now, before you fly the drone, think about what you want to film. You want at least 2 types of shots, an establishing shot and a medium shot. Now, the establishing shot shows the whole location, like this, 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 and this, while a medium shot focuses on the subject, like this and this. Pick a couple of subjects at the location and just think about how you want to show them. You might even sketch them out like this so you have ideas while you're flying. And if you want more tips about planning, I'll go over some in point 9. Now, the drone is in the air. Let's go over how to shoot. You want to fly slow. Use cine mode or whatever mode that your drone has to do that. Start recording 3 seconds before and then continue recording for 3 seconds after you think you got the shot. This will make sure that you have enough footage in the edit. Now, once again, there are 2 shots that will make your life easy. Put the subject in the middle of the screen and fly towards it. Try flying at different heights to see which one looks good. The second shot is to point the camera straight down and fly straight up, directly over your subject. The trick to getting a good looking subject is to have shadows in the image, so you may need to try filming from different angles. The sun being anywhere but straight up in the sky will help you out, so try to avoid filming at noon. Now, the reason these shots work is because they're using shortcuts to some composition techniques. You can learn more about those in point 9 as well. Let's move on to drone moves. Here's how to do the two shots above. The first one is to line the subject up in the center box on the screen. Then push the right stick up and hold it. If you're feeling confident, you can start higher and push the left stick down as you move forward. Now the second move is to just push the left stick up. Once again, if you have a newfound zest for life, push the left stick up and to the right or to the left. You'll add some rotation to the shot. Remember, the key is keep it slow and simple. I know this is going to seem very boring, but trust me, if you want that cinematic feeling footage, this is the secret sauce. How are you doing? You still hanging in there? I know we've covered a lot of information, but we're just two more from point 9. So take a breath and let's lock back in. Here's how to edit. I use DaVinci Resolve, but this will work in whatever editor you have. Now let me level with you for a second. This program may look intimidating, but don't worry about that. I'll only show you the paths you need to know, and I promise it's not too bad. First, download the LUT for your drone from the internet and install it in DaVinci. Then go to your project settings. Go to the Color Management tab, click on Open LUT folder, and then drag your LUT into that folder. Open a new project and choose these settings. Drag the clips on the memory card into DaVinci. If you have a song, drag it in as well. Now drag the edges of the clips to shorten them to fit the song. Start with the establishing shot and mix in the medium shots. Download some sound effects like wind, waves, birds, leaves, or any other sound effect that you can think of, and add them on a different track to the music. Lower the volume so it's not too loud. Then go to the color page. Select a clip and add 2 nodes like this. In the last node, select the LUT that you've installed. Now the video shouldn't look washed out. In the first node, add a little bit of contrast, saturation. Don't go too crazy. Less is more here. Now click on the next clip and repeat the process. As you make these adjustments, look at your scopes. Ideally, you don't want any parts of your scope touching the very top or the very bottom. Anything that touches the top will be pure white, and anything that touches that bottom will be pure black. You may have to adjust the offset if the image is either too bright or too dark. Now watch the whole thing back to make sure there's no crazy jumps between the colors that you just made, and you're good to go. Here's how to export. Go to the Deliver page, select YouTube 2160, name the video, the location to save it, and hit Add to Render Queue. On the other side of the page, hit Render and you're done. Congratulations, you made your first drone video. Is it going to be amazing? No. But is it going to be good? Probably not. But is it going to be watchable? It depends. But your family will 100% watch it and support you. Actually, I can't promise that. If they like you, then they'll 100% pretend to watch it and maybe they might tell you good job. But at the end of the day, what really matters is that you made it and you like it. At least that's what I tell myself. Anyway, now the bonus tips that you've been waiting for. Point 9. Now, just Hypothetically speaking, how disappointed would you be if there was no point 0.9? Oh, not very? Great, that's perfect. So I think we know each other well enough that I'll just be honest. Technically, there is no point 0.9 in this video, but we've covered a lot of information and we did it really quickly. So to help you, I broke out each of these concepts into a separate video that explains them in more depth. The playlist is in the description and the first video is right here. I hope you can forgive me.